Welcome to a journey into the extraordinary history of the Maroons, the runaway warriors who forged freedom against all odds. They said freedom was impossible, but the Maroons carved it from the mountains. Across the Americas, from Jamaica to Brazil to the US South, enslaved Africans escaped plantations and built their own nations in the wilderness. Hidden in forests, swamps, and mountains, they fought off colonial armies, signed peace treaties, and lived free when the world said they couldn't. The word Maroon itself, derived from the Spanish cimarron, meaning wild or untamed, perfectly encapsulates their spirit of defiance. These communities were not just places of refuge, they were vibrant, independent societies, blending African traditions with European influences. They developed their own forms of governance, agriculture, and military defense, challenging the very foundations of slavery. In Jamaica, the Maroons' story began in 1655 when the British seized the island from Spain. Enslaved Africans, left behind by the fleeing Spanish, escaped into the mountainous interior, forming the earliest Maroon communities. These early Maroons were later joined by other runaways, creating powerful, independent settlements that fiercely resisted British control. The First Maroon War, from 1728 to 1740, saw the Maroons, masters of guerrilla warfare, successfully defend their freedom against the British military. In 1739 and 1740, the British signed peace treaties, granting the Maroons autonomy and land rights, a century before slavery was abolished. Led by heroes like Queen Nanny of the Maroons, these freedom fighters used the land as their weapon, building hidden villages, passing down African traditions, and protecting their people for generations. Born in Ghana, West Africa, Queen Nanny was enslaved and transported to Jamaica, where she escaped to join the Maroon communities. She was renowned for her military prowess, spiritual leadership, and the use of obeah, African-derived spiritual practices. Queen Nanny played a pivotal role in negotiating the 1739 peace treaty and is now a national hero of Jamaica, her image gracing the $500 note. The Second Maroon War, from 1795 to 1796, brought new challenges, leading to the deportation of many Maroons to Nova Scotia and Sierra Leone. Despite these trials, Maroon communities persisted in Jamaica, maintaining their autonomy and rich cultural traditions. Today, for official Maroon towns, Accompong Town, Moortown, Charlestown, and Scots Hull stand as living testaments to their resilience. In Brazil, Maroon communities were known as quilombos, with Palmares being the most famous, a large and organized settlement from the 17th century. Palmares housed thousands and was ruled by King Zimbi, playing a significant role in resistance against slavery and shaping Afro-Brazilian culture. In the United States, Maroon communities thrived in the southern states, particularly in areas like the Great Dismal Swamp. These communities provided refuge for runaway slaves and served as vital centers of resistance against the slave system. The Great Dismal Swamp Maroons were among the largest in the U.S., housing thousands between the 17th and 19th centuries. Maroons played a crucial role in undermining slavery and preserving African cultural traditions across the Americas. Their legacy of resistance, freedom, and self-determination continues to inspire people today. Though history tried to silence their names, the echoes of their courage still thunder through the Caribbean hills. This documentary honors their legacy, a story of rebellion, resistance, and freedom that can never be erased. The Maroons remind us that, even in the face of unimaginable oppression, the human spirit's quest for liberty will always find a way.